Hello, gamers. Welcome to another amazing game in Maddie's Whimsicott League. We are here today with something quite special, as we are in Maddie's Whimsicott League. You'll never guess who we're fighting today in the Whimsicott division. If I can tap onto the right tab. Fighting Maddie. Wow. The very owner of the server herself. The very reason why we all gather here in order to play this game that we call Pokemon. And I'm realizing now that I don't actually have the challenge code open, so give me a second. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting. It's the last time I fought against Maddie. Serious setting. I may or may not have gotten absolutely rolled. So we're gonna try to see if we can kind of like boost the record that me and Maddie had. Because she's a little bit better at the game than me, just a wee bit. She's a little bit better at drafting and a little bit better at playing, so find out. Both drafting, team building, and playing. So, basically everything. But, Bozo Club's online. Here we have the real Whimsicott, with the Whimsicott Draft League. We're gonna be fighting against her. We're just gonna wait for her to head the battle. It should take just a second. She was bugging me, saying, yo, you should play right now. It's like, I guess. But yeah, gonna be a good one. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you guys believe that this is gonna be crazy and cool. Here with week 7 even. We're getting far into the season. Oh yeah. Just double check something. Okay, Maddie is not accepting the battle request, which is okay because I still need to check something real quick. Oh, just it says that she turn off the battle timer. Yeah, do that. Huh, you want? Give me just a second. Oh my gosh. I will say, the thing about Maddie's Whimsicott League is that we have a giant Google Sheet, and it takes a million years to load. It takes so load. It's actually a little bit absurd. There's just so much going on at all times. Just made sure that I don't have the wrong week for some reason. Imagine. Yeah, this is week 7. Okay. I'm not just being wrong, spreading misinformation. Good luck, have fun. Alright. What we see now. Okay, so this Vicino can terrestrialize into the ice type. Interesting. We do not see any Mega Pokemon. There was no Mega Blastoise. See the Stakataka, of course, one of Maddie's favorite Pokemon. Shifu Single Strike, Kartana, Buffini, Zygarde, Cinccino. Okay. So, and Cinccino has Terra Ice, which we can expect like a triple axle. It's probably going to be Skill Link. It could technically be Technician. I'm going to imagine that it's a Skill Link type of set. We have like Tail Slap, Triple Axle, Rock Blast, maybe Bullet Seed. It could have Knockoff. It could have the U-Turn. It's like probably there's no way it gets play rough. I don't know. So we're gonna want something that can stand up to the overwhelming force that a lot of these Pokemon have. Shifu, of course, being really strong. Kartana has a massive attack stat. Zygarde can be, like, it's pretty bulky, so it can set up with, like, Dragon Dance or Coil, let out 1,000 arrows or 1,000 waves. Some really scary spread moves. Tapu Fini is really bulky. Takataka is, of course, really bulky and can do big damage, while also being, it's really slow, so if there's a Trick Room here, but I don't think there's a Trick Room. I don't think that any of these Pokemon, oh, it's not Stack Attack itself sets Trick Room, so, you know, technically, yeah, the Cinccino could be Ignition. That is the thing. Maybe we would have liked to have Fake Out on Sableye here, but I didn't think about it. Although maybe I would have liked to have Special Araquanid, because then you could hit Stack Attack up. But, you know. I will say, because I'm friends with Maddie, she probably knows she's been paying attention to my habits. She knows that I like to lead. It's like Gardevoir, Iron Jugulis. Maybe we want to go for something else, right? Maybe we want to lead Sableye. Sableye can put in some pressure against something like Shifu. The one thing I will say is that Tapu Fini then becomes kind of scary. You know, there could be... Oh, this Urshifu is Dark type, which means that it is immune to any Prankster-boosted moves from Sableye, that being Quash or Will-O-Wisp. I can't burn it, and I can't make it go last. So... maybe we want to lead Jugulis. And, you know, I say that I use this lead a lot, but it's because it's good. I'm going to continue using it. I mean, we could even do Araquanid. I'll just go with kind of standard 6 here. Okay. Get Kartana. I didn't even realize that that Kartana was a threat that I had to deal with, if I'm being completely honest. 177 speed. Carnivore is 100 speed. What is 100 speed after we Mega Evolve? It's level 100 for some reason. We're not level 50. Should be 120 speed. Means it would be slower than both of these. We could be facing something like a Tapu Fini threat, right? What's the word that I'm looking for? Present Crackers. A Moonblast, like a Moonblast into Iron Jugulis, and then like maybe a Smart Strike into Gardevoir. You know, something really threatening. We do have our Sinistcha as an option. But even like Tailwind. Good Tailwind for Tact. That's a little bit easy to read, right? Could even Tailwind, Thunderbolt. I might be okay with that. Legitimately, you know, whatever happens, happens. Okay, critical hit, that probably mattered. Maddie probably wouldn't make a dumb mistake. It's okay. Kinda wanted to get... Okay, but what beats Kartana, right? Probably not gonna be... Like, Sinistcha's probably my best bet. It's the problem that we're kind of facing here. Let's try doubling into the Kartana. This could be easily read. I will say Cortana does have very little special defense, right? But it could be that it has enough special defense to do very specific something. Now what that something could be, I don't necessarily know. I'd say that I do. Hit them with the Grungle, I'll try. Try my best, right? That's kind of what we hope for, to hit them with the Grungle. Shadow Ball, okay. I will say Matcha Gotcha might be nice to hit Zygarde and potentially burn it. But I'm okay to just... Matcha Gotcha, since it does like 15, right? Dark Pulse does like 1, so we're gonna do something a little bit silly. Yeah, I knew Maddie would do something bulkier. We can get... Oh, I cannot inflict burns as there's Misty Terrain in effect. I had not considered such a proposition, right? I do know that my okay, I'm gonna see 1,000 Eras. Okay. Volcanic Viper. Volcanic Viper. Yeah, and that was the right move there. And we do face the problem that we kind of have we have a problem, and here's my solution. It's not a very good solution, but it is certainly a thing that we can do. I did not like that very much. I would have cancelled my attack had I had time to think of it, but alas. Yeah, we have no way to gain an extra differential off of this. Right. I'm ready. We drop a quick GG. So, where did we go wrong? Right? I would say letting Kartana live that one turn wasn't very nice. Slash letting, not targeting Zygarde. If we had targeted Zygarde, then, we'd be doing something different here. But, Matcha Gotcha really did nothing, so if we either Shadow Balled Kartana or Zygarde, then we'd have a game, possibly. Right? But, that's just not what happened. It's just not what ended up happening. I think Araquanid might be nice, right? Maybe we want Pokemon. We even go like this. I mean, I'm down to boss with no speed control. I'm down to do something dumb. did not actually find out the item of such a Pokemon as literally like any of them actually. Right? Rock and Stone. We actually have Mega Gardevoir against two very physically strong Cortanas. What? What? What was I gonna say? Very physically strong steel types. There are better things I could have been doing with my time there. That is not the worst, the single worst thing that I could do. Okay. So we run into a situation here. We often find ourselves in a situation. And situations are our least favorite place to be. Is all I'll say. I completely forgot that Misty Surge was a thing that would stop any possible Will-O-Wisps. I mean, I can quash Stack Attacka, or technically I can, like, knock off the Stack Attacka or Tapu Fini. Okay. Okay, so we had Tapu Fini doing something it probably shouldn't have. Or we had a Mega Gardevoir living in attack on 1 HP, which is a bit obnoxious, but, you know, it happens. Yeah, I don't need to quash Tapu Fini. Yes, I do. I talk about bugging that shit out like a queen. That is a guy, but you know, the queen is still true. I don't know. Maybe my Pokemon just drag. I'd be down. Some real happenings. But technically double protect, but my mons are okay. But yeah, my problem lies within Shifu. I thought I'm kind of slower on her than Shifu. I don't want it. I think I probably died Rock Slide, right? +1 Rock Slide. Assume that this is 52 or something. Side has a chance to one-shot a Rakuen. We can wide guard it though. There we go. If we didn't have Misty Terrain on, once again, this would be a completely different game. But you know, you can't spend your entire life dreaming of what ifs. There's a whole like Persona 5 song about that or something. Hmm. Yeah, Wicked Blow. That's about what I expected. I was like, unfortunately, I'm a tad bit slower. And see, I should have put Colberberry on my tennis job, but I was like, Urshifu's the only thing that I would have to worry about, and I have enough answers to Urshifu with um like a Gardevoir's Hyper Voice and Iron's Air Slash, and unknowingly thinking, oh, Sableye Will-O-Wisp, and then I was like, oh, it's a Dark type. Oh, I have Misty Drain, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, maybe my thought process could have gone a little bit deeper there. You know, you live and you learn. This is our what was I gonna say? This is our second loss of the season here in week 7. Which, you know, obviously I'm perfectly content with to be 5-2. Never gonna catch me complaining about that one. And like I said, Maddie is a player who has been known to roll me before. Maddie is a player who has been known to be good at the game, and so you know, I very much respect her, and I can't say that I'm surprised by the fact that she did beat me here in this game, in the set. GG's, of course. No. You play good, and sometimes you win games. The people are saying that sometimes if you play better, you win better, and that's kind of the philosophy I live by. And even if you don't win, it's okay. It's not every single win. It's a commentary on your skill, right? I'm gonna see. Maybe we should talk to Maddie. Yeah, Maddie just pinged me. I think she wants me to join the call.
Hey. Hi, Retro.
Maddie, what would you like to say to the good people of the internet?
That was a good game and I did enjoy it.
I did enjoy it too. I found that you were playing consistently better than me, and so you deserve the win.
You took so long to select your moves.
How about you're saying that about me, Maddie? I didn't
What?
take long. I didn't say long enough. I didn't take long enough to click my moves though, because there was at least one time where I was like, wait, let me cancel my move, and it had already gone through. That happens every game
I
I
mean,
play,
you
I
did
swear.
take a while to start. In preview, I swept someone with Calyrex Shadow while I
That's
waited for you
pretty
to
awesome.
select your mons.
Yeah, game 1 preview. I think I was probably just doing YouTube stuff. Oh, I was trying to load the dock for reasons, and like it just would not load for me because it's so massive. Um, but yeah. All right. All right. Well, thanks for the games, Maddie.
They were fun.
They
I
were.
endorse Retro Dude 3 as the
Thanks.
best YouTuber ever.
I endorse RetroDude 42 YouTube as the best YouTuber ever.
Thank you, Typhon, guest star of the episode.
Would you like to see my team?
Sure, we can take a look.
Look at my stream.
All right. Well.
Oh, you have to. I'll post the paste in the chat actually, so you don't have to change
Yeah.
OBS.
Thanks. By the way, Maddie, you said I took long on preview, which is true. But did you take a long time to accept my invite, or was I just lagging?
I didn't take a long time to accept your invite.
Okay, so I think I was lagging.
30 seconds, maybe.
Okay, yeah, it took me.
RetroDude
It was like 2 or 3 minutes for me.
I didn't take that long.
It's probably because I was
That's
probably
why
just
he's
trying to
saying
loading the dock. Probably took all the processing power on my computer, and Google Chrome didn't know how to start the game. will say, I failed to consider that Misty Surge would fence burns as it always does. Until we got into the game and I was like, oh yeah. And I clicked Machigata at least once, being like, maybe I'll get a bird. In fact, there would be no other reason for me to click Machigata there. I might be a little bit dumb. Graph plane forgets how terrains work. Nothing new happens. Yeah, I thought your Cortana would be
At
a
least
Salt
you use
Fest.
At least you didn't use a priority move in second game.
I didn't, that's true. I was watching a game earlier, and I was like, the actual solution is to use a priority move in Psychic Terrain, actually.
Wait, why is that?
There was 11 hitting Pokemon.
There were 11 Pokemon?
A levitating Pokemon.
Oh, that's not even in Psychic Terrain then, but just using
Yeah,
priority
exactly,
move
that's what I'm
against the
saying.
Levitate.
I was like, you should just E-speed the Levitate Mon.
Vikavolt.
Vikavolt. Encore on Santino would have gone crazy.
Retro, can I see your team?
Just a second. Send it.
Wow!
His sunlight. Not actually sunlight, it's in fact it's my computer screen. Just somehow the exact opposite. You'll never guess what my team was, because it's the same one I use every week.
What?
I'm saying that my team is the same one I use every week.
Wait, have you seriously not been building unique teams?
I tweak it. Well, it's easier to copy one of my teams and then change stuff about it and to build it from scratch. Because, like, most of my Pokemon are going to do pretty much the same thing anyways. Like, my Ogerpon Cornerstone has changed, like, once. You're gonna run Ivy Cudgel, you're gonna run Follow Me, you're gonna run Spiky Shield, and then run either Grass Stab or Coverage, or Utility or something. And then I just auto Eevee this shit. You know this about me. But yeah. Having good games. Yeah. You thrashed me about as hard as I expected you to.
What?
Well, that's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it wasn't like week 2, season 4 of PDO.
That was season 3 of PDO.
There was that. Damn.
Yeah, it was that long ago. Wow.
Zamina.
Maddie, I haven't even known you that long. It's kind of crazy.
What the sponge? What the Sprunkle Borbly Bob?
I've known both of you less than a year.
That's
way less than a year even.
Only technically true.
Technically.
Technically, if you combine both of us, you've known us for more than a year.
Well, I mean, we didn't hang out or anything, but like I met you over a year ago. We didn't talk, but like I knew you existed.
That's not the same as meeting me. That's you knew of my existence. It's a different thing.
I mean, I knew of your existence and had like spoken to you ever. Once.
Really? Let's see. Checking the 35 folks server, and obviously I said stuff, but I don't know if you ever stuff in response to anything I said. Mine was mostly just like talking to people in my pool.
I freaking knew that you
Anyways.
were Max HP Gardevoir.
Remember this point.
It sure was.
Are you still recording, Richard?
I am. I can finish up.
Oh, I was just wondering. You can keep recording. It's okay.
No, I mean, my content is done. I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching another wonderful video here on the RetroDude42 channel covering the Maddie's Whimsicott League. It's a big deal, so I'm actually, I lost this week, but overall I'm doing pretty darn well. So I'm excited. It's week 7, so we have 2 weeks left and then playoffs. And I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to make it to playoffs. So make sure you stay tuned because this is going to be some really interesting stuff. And even if I'm guaranteed to make playoffs, my seeding does matter. So I'm going to make sure that I try my best in these next 2 weeks. But anyways, yeah, that's enough from me. Make sure you like if you enjoyed, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any more of this. By the way, I have a playlist in the description that has all of the videos from Maddie's Whimsicott League, so make sure to check it out. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Have a good one.